What is up, people? Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. It's been a lovely week in the Champions League, and we certainly enjoyed it. Not too much going on the Premier League front, at least on the pitch. David Moyes is gone. There's been some movement as well. Lopetegui coming in for him.
Or are they
at the end of the season, he's going, and Lopetegui has agreed. Yeah. No. I think he'll see out the season. So there's been all kinds of rumors about Tuchel to United and Hansi Flick to United and this guy to United.
Hansi Flick to Bayern now too.
And Eric Ten Hag and Tommy Tuchel are going to do a wife swap for their jobs, and I've heard all kinds of craziness. And of course, it's the Premier League at the weekend. Arsenal visit Old Trafford for some revenge. Please, it's time for some revenge for the 8-2s, the 6-1s, when we were down and out with the worst injury team. Dudes on the bench you don't even know. Just horror show. They put 8 on us. It's time we returned the favor. And hopefully Fulham are going to fly their kites all the way into the Man City goal on numerous occasions. But I expect more likely that Haaland will be calling down lightning for those Fulham kites.
And pray yourself that way.
Oh, yes, of course. The City Ground will play host to an absolute survival bout. Will Forest be able to clench safety against Chelsea?
Everybody's picking them to, so I guess
that's what's happening. Yeah. Apparently, Poch is going to recall Enzo Fernandez from the hospital, and it's just going to be a debacle. I don't know what that. I don't know why. But, I think Luton Town have West Ham, and if that might actually be wrong. Luton Town do indeed have West Ham. And Burnley, they must at Spurs. So definitely a lot to get to. And right out the rep, let's get the likes on the video. You already know what time it is. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're on our way to the magical 1,000. And get that little notification bell on, so you'll know when our pretty faces will be on screen. Alrighty, best place to start, because I do love me some kites. I do love flying kites. Nice beach activity. I actually thought I saw a couple of bulldozers bringing sand in onto the training ground over at the cottage, and I was, as they say in England, vexed to see that. All right, boys, let's just end training today, and we'll I got these specially designed kites. They got little Manchester City crests on them. Got a $10 down at the pro store at the Etihad. And here we go. We can tie a little key to them if we're feeling genius like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, you can look at it as they're just chilling, man. Like, they're going to go in and just free willing it, and you never know, they might steal one.
No.
It's at the cottage, so
Even as you say that, you don't believe it.
Of course not.
I mean, you can't really.
Yeah. The thing that I find most interesting about that situation is the fact that they made the conscious decision to not only record it. I mean, because doing it is a different thing. We don't know what all they do at practice, so I'm not going to judge what's done at practice, right? But this is the fact they recorded it and released it makes it all the more. I don't know if confusing or curious is the word I want to use. I mean, you take all the game seriously. That's all I have. I mean, I'm pretty sure City will take the game seriously because that's how they do, one game at a time. When I saw the video, I kind of looked at it and just kind of clicked off of it. But I mean, you all know how I am, where I don't really get too sort of embedded in stuff like that. I'm just like, hey, I guess it is the death robot thing of, hey man, I don't care what they're doing. we need to practice and drop as many points as we can on them, and be prepared in case we have some deficiencies. You always have to prepare for your own deficiencies, and I mean, it is what it is, right?
To be fair, it's been taken way out of proportion because everything gets taken way out of proportion. What I heard about the video was that practice was over.
Yeah.
And someone just happened to catch them flying kites on the field after training was already done and everybody had left or whatever. Some of them decided to stay back and fly a couple kites, like whatever. But in the media, it's like, oh my God, they're not, but hopefully Patrick's right. And, Alex Iwobi, Willian, Muniz and the gang, they're all feeling Anthony Robinson feeling nice and loose. Just going to go out and, might have some fun. All the pressure's on City. Y'all are playing first this weekend, which is actually, for me, I don't think is a good thing. But but we'll get there. But yeah, man, I think that I really, really, as much as I'm praying, hoping that, want to call back to the fact that Arsenal have got 1 point against Fulham this season. The fact that Fulham have played, they've done really well towards the end of the season. Towards the middle to the end of the season, just like Kristen thinks. And
she's watching the roast of Tom Brady, so it's probably going to be.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
I'll have to go back and watch that. But yeah, I think that. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that because they haven't they've won 1 game in 7. I think it is. The 0-0 of the week last week at the G-Tech.
That was a bit shocking, to be honest with you.
Like, I want to call back to, Muniz has been good, and Iwobi has been good, and Anthony Robinson's had a good season, and Tim Ream, and Rise, Leno, and above Willian, and I don't believe any of it, man. I got my hopes up for the Wolves game.
No.
And Lewis had 5 on it.
Yeah.
I don't have any hopes up for this one. None.
No, you shouldn't.
None.
You shouldn't.
I mean, it's how long? When was your last game? You've had a whole week off, So everyone, do you have any injuries? Is anybody out? Like you've got most of the teams fit, right?
Everybody is. Yeah, everybody's healthy.
So what are we thinking?
Yeah, everybody's healthy.
Who plays in this one?
Well, Haaland for sure is going to play. He'll start.
That you need is lightning for their kites.
Foden will start. Pretty sure Bernardo will start. Grealish, De Bruyne, Rodri, Diaz, Gvardiol, Stones, and Walker.
So you don't think there's any chance of Doku against Anthony Robinson? You think he's going to go for the control of Silva and
well, City have Spurs on. But City have Spurs on Thursday.
Tuesday.
Is it Thursday?
Let me look.
I think they play Spurs midweek, so
yeah.
I think Doku will likely feature
Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
We play on Tuesday the 14th. Yes.
So I think Doku will feature in that one. And I mean, I'm sure he'll play in this game, but as far as starting lineups, I think he goes with the standard starting lineup, and the reasoning is for fluidity and for rhythm. So I think that's the reason that he plays the normal guys for this one.
Well, it seems like Fulham might be more likely to sit in. We know Spurs aren't going to, high line for life, mate, with my horrible Australian accent there. But so Fulham won't be doing, they'll be more compact and they'll sit back farther and allow you to have the ball. So yeah, I can see where Silva and Grealish and Foden would be preferred. to the to Doku's
Just break
speed.
it down, because Spurs is going to be open against us. They're playing us. They're going to play, and so we're like, good, we're ready.
Yo.
But we're focused on this one, so you got to look at who's in front of you, and I think that's the biggest thing. Just focusing on who's in front of you.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, Rodri is just tore up over being snubbed by the Player of the Year nominations.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully he's just gutted, just up nights.
He did address
just
that
all
though.
night and just can't sleep.
Well, no, he made a comment. They asked him, and he said he understood that these awards are about politics. So I think he just does it because he just want to be, what is it called, like in the States, the lunch pail, scruff of your shirt guy. He doesn't care about that stuff.
He doesn't care.
At the end of the day, yes, you probably will and want to care about it, when your career is done. But right now, he's just like, hey, man, let's just keep winning. We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, I just feel like today awards, pretty much all of them are dumb.
Yes.
They mean nothing to me as a fan. They mean zero to me as a fan.
Well, it's the metrics are so weird because the metrics change for everybody. And I could understand if the metrics didn't change all the time, but they change. For example, like I think I sent to you guys in the chat about Cole Palmer. Like I would vote for him for, I guess, I don't know. Can we vote? I think you can vote. I tried to click and it showed me videos. So I was like, my ADD didn't allow me to care.
I'm done with this.
But I was like, I think Cole Palmer's the guy. But then it sent me a video, so I didn't. But then I saw Saliba, and I'm like, you know what? Saliba's had a fantastic season this year. So I think he gets a shout. I would not be shocked, and I would say he would be deserving if he won the award.
Well, here's what's dumb about it is, firstly, you can be in for the Youth Player of the Year if you were 23 at any point in the season. Firstly, that's dumb because Bukayo Saka is not yet 23, and he's got over 200 appearances for Arsenal. Is he really like the Young Player of the Year when he's got over 200? Come on. And then in addition, if you are nominated for Young Player of the Year, you cannot then also be nominated for Player of the Year.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
You noticed that why was Saliba not in it? Because he was in Young Player of the Year. Why was Saka not in it? Because he was in Young Player of the Year.
Oh, I didn't know that. So also it must be.
I'm just making a connection. That's what it seems like.
Oh, I thought
but it's dumb because how can you be the Player of the Year and not also the Young Player of the Year?
No, because Foden. No, Haaland is in both of them.
So is Palmer.
And Palmer is in both of them too. Haaland, Palmer, and Foden are in both.
Well, maybe the post I saw got it wrong. It's very possible.
But it's insane all the same. It doesn't change.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe it was just a shade towards Arsenal. Let's not put an Arsenal player in both.
Well, yeah, whatever, man. People are delusional. Yves Bissouma is better than Declan Rice. People are out of their minds.
If I'm paying money,
bro. Don't wind me up. Okay. Yeah, that's all you're trying to do, Diego Costa. I see you. You're just sitting here winding me up.
Is that Chelsea bread and butter, man?
Yeah. That's proper Chelsea right there. That is proper Chelsea. Right. All right, Mr. Proper Chelsea. You think Fulham are going to do it?
No, they're going to get wrecked. 2-0, absolutely just dog walked.
2-0.
On the beach, 2-0. That's like conservative. I want to go like 3-4-0, but I don't think City's going to just burn them like that.
I do. I went conservative as well.
Oh, did I give a score? Oh,
3-1
for me. 3-1 for me.
3-1.
3-1
Yeah.
City.
I actually said the same. Just because it's at Craven Cottage, I think they will have a spell and get a goal, and then they'll stop caring. And City will put a whole lot of goals past them. Yeah. What'd you say, Patrick?
I'm gonna go 3-0. Really no real explanation. I don't see Fulham really getting anything past Ederson. Ederson's playing, right? It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
he's back.
Ortega, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't see them getting anybody getting anything past Ederson. So, and we're now getting the full City effect that we were expecting all year. Now it's like, oh, it's actually happening. So,
Yeah, I don't like to hear that, but I know it's true. I know it's true, man. I need Alex Iwobi to rise. Once a gunner, baby. Come on, Willian was here too. We need you guys to rise.
well, okay, let's be honest. William really doesn't count.
No, he doesn't because we don't like him very much.
You don't like him.
Most Arsenal fans are not fans of Willian.
Like he was. I don't know who was more of an agent or sleeper agent. Was it William or was it
David
It's
Luiz.
David Luiz. It's
David
David
Luiz.
Luiz all day.
It's
He
David
was,
Luiz.
he was shocking.
Tripped over nothing multiple times. Just
Like,
absolutely put him in.
Pulling a per Mertesacker, breaking his leg when nobody's within 10 yards of him. Like, it just
For no reason. Kicking the ball. Yeah, dude. It
David
was
Luiz, man. What an atrocious
Absolutely.
signing that was. Whew. Yeah.
best
Anyway,
plant
moving
we
on.
ever had at Arsenal.
Speaking of plants, Jorginho signed a new deal, but that's
I did see that.
Okay.
that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, I'm happy about that for sure. But yeah, I think that as much as I want to see Fulham do it, I have zero hope. And I want to have hope, but Man City have extinguished it. And all the talk this week in the YouTube world has been about the Tottenham fans who, oh, please lose. Come on, Ange. Lose. You got to lay down for City. We can't do it. I was like, oh, yeah. So, I'm just like demoralized. It was like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, Man City look to roll on, and then maybe Spurs will do something in the week. But the big one. We got some comments. What we got here?
Yeah, we got comments.
Love the glasses, Patrick. Killing it. And did I mean to put 2 Chelsea fans on the bottom? Oh, you noticed that, Sarah. You noticed that.
Every time. Until it's our segment.
It's all
Started
good.
from the bottom. Hey,
We
they
got
started
energy.
from the bottom.
We got
Hey, they
energy.
started from 12th place, and now they're in 7th. Look at them.
And now, we're about to be here. In
Hey,
Europe.
well,
European
yeah,
bound.
to be there.
Whoa. Calm yourself.
Patrick's got.
Well,
a
if
full
City and
conservative
Arsenal would have
vote.
done their job, this season, we'd have this on lock. We'd be fine. But no, we have to send the farmers to Europe for once. We have to send the farmers to Europe, and then lo and behold, who doesn't get more places? The one season y'all need Chelsea in a European tournament. What happens? Chelsea's not there, and we lose our spot.
I
See what's going on? FA, that's what you get. That's what you get for kicking our boy out and kicking us while we're down.
I get it.
Y'all don't get an extra spot because the king of European football in England wasn't there to rule the roost and bring it home. Just saying. They didn't do their job. And Liverpool.
That's true. I see fine. This is honestly so that the light doesn't blind me. But I mean, we've been playing well, so something's got to be good.
Yeah. So we'll put a pin in X's bile for a second, and we'll go on down to Old Toilet, as I've heard it called.
Yeah, it's on fire.
In recent times. The Arsenal visit Old Trafford. We have not won there but twice in 20 years.
If they
16,
Are you serious?
16 straight matches we have not we've won once. The last time Arsenal won at Old Trafford, any guesses? Any wild guesses?
Well, you said 16 years, so I'm gonna go with 16
The
years.
year before Van Persie left.
It's actually yes. So there was one before the one I was thinking of. It was in COVID. We won in COVID. We won a match in COVID. But the one before that was in 2002, Mr. Sylvan Wiltord to clinch the title. What are you saying here, Sarah? X reminds me. Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's fair.
Sarah,
That's fair. We don't want to pull it back.
Sarah, I don't know who your team is, but you can come to me when yours has at least 2 Champions Leagues in the last.
See, these Chelsea fans, look, you know what? I watched the thing. Shout out the Big Six. Shout out the Big Six channel. They did a cool segment where they met their fans in the street and they had a debate. And they got the Chelsea fan on there to have a debate with people for the first episode. But what I noticed was, just like you, X, he continually brought up, oh, we won the Champions League twice. And, oh, we did this under Roman. And we did that under Roman. And we did this under Roman. Welcome to History FC, buddy. Welcome to History FC. It's going to be
It's not history. It's not
10
no,
years.
it will not.
It's going to be a long 10 years. You're going to
talking to someone.
I know it's soon. I know it's still recent. It's still kind of recent. You're going to be clinging to those big ears for 10 long.
Here, it's not just the big ears that we can cling on to, though. You know what I'm saying? It's
so you want to compare league titles. So you want to go away from the only place you're safe and compare the other trophy counts, bro.
Listen.
You want to move away from the only trophy count you got.
All right, how many prems do you have, though?
We have 13 league titles.
No. How many prems do you have? Not
we
titles.
Have 13 league titles. Welcome
you have
to
13 league titles. You have 13 league titles.
Welcome
how many Premier League titles do you have? How many Premier League titles do you have?
You are me. We are one.
No,
together.
My history's recent.
You are me. We are one together. Recent. That's my point. You have 20 years of history. I have 100 years of history.
Yeah, but what's your last 20 years look like?
100 years.
Just saying, man.
And I'm just saying, bro, welcome to the club.
How many finals did y'all get to this season? How many finals did y'all get to this season? How many finals did y'all get to in the last 2 seasons?
Welcome to the club, my friend.
Look,
and what happened in those finals?
Look, it's not our fault. We go to PKs with Liverpool every freaking time.
What happened? You want to bring up? You really want to bring up the last couple of finals you were in? Look, all I'm saying is Chelsea fans.
I'd rather be at the dance
to the
than
fact
never get
that you're going to be calling
I'd rather be the girl who doesn't even dance.
You're going to be calling out your 2021 Champions League for the next 10 years.
And y'all keep buying the players who want them from us. And y'all keep buying the players who want it for us.
Denial, my friend. You are in
y'all going to sign Thiago Silva out here. He's free after this season.
He's actually not. He's signed with Fluminense. But
he did Bowley.
Todd Bowley's Cloud Cuckoo Land welcomes you with open arms, Xavier. Have fun with the next 10 years. Calling back to your Chelsea, your champions.
When Cole Palmer brings one back to the bridge, I don't want to hear it, man.
Hey, when that happens, brother, I'm here for you. When it happens, I'm here for you.
All y'all said the same thing about Eden.
I'm right here for you, buddy. Just remember, it's going to be a long.
We'll be back in more finals. Okay.
I hear you.
This is one of the worst seasons we've had in recent history, and we still made it to a semifinal and a final.
Bro, you stop talking about the semifinal and the final you made it this season. Both are very embarrassing stories for you. You don't want to bring those up.
This team,
I don't
think you see what I'm talking about. The fact that this team could get there,
I'm shocked.
That speaks in of itself. Right.
I'm shocked.
Right. The fact that this team could get there.
I'm totally shocked. But you've hijacked the first 4 minutes of the Arsenal segment, and I'm not letting you do it anymore. We're going to Old Trafford. We're going to Old Trafford, and just like we put 5 on you, we're putting up big numbers. I really hope we do. On paper, we have never been farther apart. Like going into
this is where karma hits, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, yeah, I get it. But this is every hoodoo, every karma, everything that we haven't won at Tottenham. We did that. We always get smashed at City. We have not lost to City in all season. We always get smashed at Anfield. We haven't lost in 4 games or in 2 seasons to Liverpool. All of these things we haven't done. And so now we're facing another horrific record, another hurdle that, Arsenal never win at Old Trafford. We haven't won in twice in 17 years, 16 games or whatever. It's just another thing. This team is leaping those hurdles with ease. And it's time. Like, I normally don't have this much chest for a game, but I've watched United all season long. Unfortunately, I have never, ever in my life seen a Man United team this absolutely horrific. I don't know how anyone could watch their game against. Did y'all realize Manchester United have played Crystal Palace 3 times this season? 8-0.
No way.
Palace have done them 8-0 in 3 games.
No way.
Yep. 4-0, 3-0, 1-0. And the 3-0, one of the 3-0s was at Old Trafford. And the 1-0 was at Old Trafford. Crystal Palace, bro. And you mean to tell me that Arsenal, who have the best attack in the league, the best defense in the league, we have 63 goal difference ahead of them. Even if we are terrible, we're taking 30 shots.
I mean, everybody takes 30 shots against it.
Exactly.
That's not some big accomplishment.
Liverpool in their 3 games have taken 100 shots against Manchester United, and they scored 5 times. We have a better conversion rate than that. 30 shots. If we take 20 shots, we're scoring at least 2. I mean, I just even objectively, even trying to look at it, just team to team, not even without my Arsenal hat on, we should absolutely wreck them.
You should maul them.
We should absolutely demolish.
They have no defense, bro. You should maul them.
The amount of times that Crystal Palace played through their midfield with 1 pass.
Yep.
With 1 ball. If they play Eriksen and Mainu and who was the other midfielder that was in there
for a minute? It
was Mason Mount, bro. See, he was so ghost. Yep. He ghosted so hard, I forgot he was in the game.
Yep.
If that's the midfield 3
video bouncing around, and oh man, it's hilarious.
Bro, if Partey, Rice, Odegaard would eat them for lunch, dude. We're gonna absolutely rip them up. Now, the only thing that gives me a little bit of pause and makes me, the only thing that is that this Arsenal team has shown in pressure moments that we can slip up. So, kind of ironically, I have this feeling that if Fulham do a madness and take a point and at least get a draw from City, and the league is back in our hands, that the game will be a whole lot more nervy and it'll be a lot closer than if City were to maul Fulham and we just, all right, business as usual. We just gotta keep winning.
So you gotta keep winning
and keep winning and keep hoping. But if the situation changes and it's like, okay, if we win, we gotta win. If we win this, holy crap, we're there. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole kind of different thing where this team has not been able to face down the holy crap, we're there moment, i.e. Bayern, i.e. Porto, i.e. Anfield has given us issues. The Etihad has given us issues, and so once again, like we say, it is kind of the monkey on your back kind of thing at Old Trafford for Arsenal. But if we, as we have shown, we have gotten better and better and better and better and better with the mentality. If we play our game the way we've been playing, the way we know how, we'll demolish them. And I'm serious. I want revenge. Revenge settings. I want 9 goals. F it. I want double digits. I want absolute and utter humiliation, degradation, desecration, decimation, all of it, dude. All of your adjectives, pejoratives, whichever. I want to put it on them. Something they'll never. I want Ten Hag to be fired in the 70th minute because it's 8-0 on the sideline.
Make it through the game.
I want Sir Jim Radcliffe on the sideline in a shouting match with Ten Hag. Send him packing in the middle of the game. That's how bad I want it to be. I'm serious, man. I like, it's time. At our lowest, have you guys ever actually gone back and looked at our lineup when we took that 8-2?
No.
Dude, there are I think there were 5 names on the bench that I've been an Arsenal fan nearly my entire life.
Yeah, you're an Arsenal
had no
fanatic.
clue who they were.
Yeah.
None. No clue. Like we were so devastated. Point being, that's what they are right now. Yeah. So the fact that, we only have Johnny Evans, one center back fit. I have no mercy. No pity.
Nor should you.
None.
If you're going to field, I mean, you know how I feel about it.
None.
If you're going to field a team against me and I can take you 10-0, I'm going
to smash you. I'm going to absolutely devastate you. And I hope that we do. But, because it's title race, because it's the pressure and I'm being a little bit conservative, Arsenal 4-0.
Wow. I'm going to go 3-1.
That is a conservative estimate. I think we're going to
go 3-1.
I want to hear Lewis's thoughts.
Well, I was talking to Jake before you guys came in. I said to him, everything says that Arsenal should smoke them. Like, they should absolutely batter them. But, I don't live on paper. Because I don't live on paper, I think there'll be something to it. I think Arsenal wins 2-0. But I think the game is just a dominant one where maybe Onana is on his head or whatever. But, I see 2 goals for Arsenal. I think the end result shows that they were clear, sort of the clear winner. And just the score line won't say that it was the massacre that Jake wants.
I legitimately cannot see. Look, here's my logic. You remember last week how confident I was that Palace were going to beat United? How can I be that confident that Palace, all due respect, but Crystal Palace, I was 100% certain. How could I not be just as more certain of arguably the best team in the league? Come on. I get it. It's Old Trafford, but also, they're terrible. They lost to Bournemouth at Old Trafford this season. They've lost more games than they've ever lost ever. They're literally in danger of conceding 100 goals this season, all comps, right? Because they're playing Arsenal, who are going to score goals. They're playing City in the FA Cup final, who are going to score goals in that game. They are in jeopardy. They're on 81 goals. They're tied for the most goals they've ever conceded. Or since 1977, excuse me.
That's a lot. I'm just saying.
Is it? If you hold 6 twice, is it? And they have 2 other games, and if they're on the beach, they just lost 4-0 to Palace. Am I really being that crazy?
Well, I get that, but they also played 6 youth in that game.
And they're going to have to do the same thing in this game.
I was about to say they're going to have to do the same exact thing. They're not getting any better.
Yeah, no one came back. Maybe Rashford. Martinez is in training, but they'd be dumb to immediately put him back into the game after.
Especially against Arsenal.
How long has he been out?
The Butcher's been out for a couple weeks.
He's been out
Rashford's
months.
been out 3 games.
Rashford is definitely going to make it.
That's right. The Butcher's been out since they.
Lisandro Martinez has been out over a month. There's no way they rush him back.
No.
So it's going to be Casemiro, Johnny Evans.
Casemiro's going to play center back.
It's going to be Dalot, Wan-Bissaka on the wings, Casemiro and Johnny Evans, bro. Did you see what Mateta? You saw what JP Mateta did to Johnny
Evans, they were tree trunks, bro. Like they were
Saka and Trossard are about to have these men on toast, dude. It's about to be
on toast.
Munching. Dude, it's going to be, bro.
Eric Ten Hag wants injured Man United stars to play through the pain.
I bet he does.
Send old Varane back out there. Go ahead and send out your injured Warriors, bro. I'm telling you, Eriksen is finished, man. If he plays in this game, they won't keep up. They can't keep up. Kobe Mainoo is a great talent, but he's so young, and he will not be able to keep up with the positioning and the movement in our midfield. He just won't. It's done, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna smash them. I get it. Like being super overconfident can sometimes, be bad. And if we lose, it's a bottle job and an embarrassment. And I'll hold it. I'll be like,
I agree.
Yeah, we're embarrassments.
You shouldn't
literally. If we lose this game, it's a devastation. If we somehow F around and throw this away, it's a 100% bottle job, and that's what gets stuck to Arteta for sure. Because this is not a game where you drop the league. No, this is not the game. I get it. It's an arch rival, and people and there's hatred and the Old Trafford effect and all that. The Old Trafford effect is dull, man. Lost its shine. It's the theater of nightmares, bro, and we're going to be haunting their nightmares, man. I'm telling you. I can't see it any other way. I've never seen the difference in our teams be this stark. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for it. I'm excited. What you saying, Patrick?
So I agree with Lewis. Games aren't played on paper. I think that atmospheres, even if it's not regular Old Trafford, atmospheres do play a role. I've argued that with people before. Going on the road is difficult because it's a different atmosphere and things like that. I do think your defense travels. That in itself gives any confidence whatsoever. It screams like 3-0. It does. But for some reason, I feel like this is going to be a lot closer than that. I went 2-1 Arsenal. I think it's one of those situations where y'all get out to 2-0. And then Bruno Fernandes gets something 77th minute. And they can't do anything after that. Y'all just kind of sit on the ball. But I think it's a little bit closer. But hey, it could be 8-0. But I think it's just a little bit closer. I don't think you have any concern of winning by any means. I think y'all dominate. No. I think that they find a way to get one goal, through Fernandes. For some reason, if he plays. Now, if he doesn't play, then I don't know where they're going to come up with a goal.
Here's where I'm at with it. I think United lay down for them. I think, yes, it gets bad, but I think United lay down for Arsenal here. United doesn't want City to win this league again. I'll tell you that. They would rather Arsenal lift this trophy than City. They're not gonna speed bump Arsenal on this.
What?
They're gonna make an attempt. They're gonna make a showing for the first 5-10 minutes because it's at home. Then they're just gonna get
blast it 1-0.
Absolutely blast. As soon as that domino falls, it's floodgates. It's
an early goal is not gonna be
the worst. Is the worst thing to happen for Old Trafford here. But I see them lay it down for this game because they do not want City to win the league again. They hate City more than anybody.
But what would they want to? Would it be laying down if they're bad though?
It's QPR. It's QPR all over again. It's QPR all over again, except for the roles reverse. They are that bad, but they could absolutely park the bus and make it 0-0.
I mean, QPR were relegated. QPR were relegated already that day, by the way.
So are United. They're relegated from anything they have to play for. They're playing for mid-table mark.
I mean, they still have a chance to make Europe.
If that is indeed the case, though,
in Europe,
if that's the case, what stops Spurs from doing the same thing?
Spurs are going to do the same thing.
They're definitely going to lay down. Yeah,
they're definitely going to lay down.
Have you not heard their fans all
dude,
week?
Bro, Spurs are gonna
calling for it.
Spurs are gonna gift y'all the biggest game y'all have had against Spurs.
Bro, Vicario's playing center mid, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say Vicario's gonna put his gloves on his feet.
Richarlison is playing goalkeeper, man.
There it is. Let the pigeon man do it.
Mickey van der Ven up top with Sonny.
Yo,
hey, listen, I don't think that would be a terrible thing.
I don't think that'd be a terrible thing at all. You're not catching Mickey van der Ven if he gets away.
You want to talk about high line, man. They're just not playing a defense. There's no defense. Their high line is their midfield.
They put their whole attack and the defense across the midline or the halfway line, and Holland just chills right there and waits for him to just throw balls up the top.
Dude, when I was in high school, I played against a team like that. Burke High School did that. We were offsides 15 times and won the game 10-0.
Yep, they played at the half-field mark. I had a team do that to us.
But Patrick, did you give us a score?
Yeah, I went 2-1. Arsenal
2-1. Nice.
That would be so annoying though, as a striker, because you're like,
oh yeah,
it was.
Oh yeah,
it's so annoying.
It was annoying. Our coach got pissed at us. He's like, "Dude, stop being offsides." It's like they're on the halfway line, coach.
Like, what do you want me to do?
Eventually, we just stopped passing and would just dribble past them. And then we had a 5v the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and then it's a FIFA kickback.
It's just a Nick Jackson goal.
Yeah,
facts.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, I'm excited about the game. Of course, looking forward to it. I have supreme confidence, and there's no reason to think that that I'm wrong. Obviously, I will be a little bit surprised. We'll put a realistic hat on for a second. I'll be a little bit surprised if we do 5, 6, 7 0, but I am confident that we can keep them out. 6 shutouts before the Tottenham game on the bounce, and we scored mad goals. As long as David Raya, if you look at it, David Raya is the one that costs us goals against Bayern in the first leg, and then Tottenham would not have scored if not for David Raya. And we would have had 7 away shutouts on the bounce in the league instead. Because of course Declan Rice got all balls. But yeah, I definitely am looking forward to it. I definitely think Arsenal are going to win. I do think there'll be a little bit of pressure if City drop beforehand. It is the first time in a while City play before, but I hope we will be able to deal with it and go on. All right. Next up, City. Ground, that is. Chelsea going to Nottingham Forest, fighting for their lives. What are we saying? Everyone apparently, Patrick, is saying that you guys are doomed.
Everybody's picking against us. I don't even know why we're gonna show up.
Yeah, might as well not even show up. It's not like you're flying high or anything. It's not like you can make 5th or anything.
No, we just might as well not show up on.
I gotta say, man, I am shocked. If Pochettino makes 5th place, he really does have to have a shout. For manager of the season.
Yeah, but he didn't even make the list.
Yeah, well, no, that doesn't matter. We could do the Cup Chasers manager of the season. You know what I'm saying? And
he's not winning it, Jake. He's not winning it. I'm not going to allow it. I don't care if he comes in 5th, bro. I'm not going to allow it.
12th place. And you were hot dog water all season.
Listen.
You've been legitimate bacon grease all season.
The first 8 out of 13 games this season, we're in second or third.
Well, hey, what have we done since the season's restarted? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Season just started for us. We talked about that last week. Jake was like, "Yo, y'all played 4 great games at the beginning of this season."
This new season for you guys has been epic.
It's fantastic. No, if we finish this out, we're the Villa of last year. I mean, truthfully.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't
100%.
believe that you're in 7th or wherever you are. Yeah.
Neither can I.
We're in 7th. 2 points behind Newcastle.
2 points behind Castle, which are 4 points behind, or which we are 4 points behind Tottenham. 2 points
we're
behind
6
Castle.
points behind Tottenham.
6 points behind Tottenham. That's right.
You guys might have because Newcastle
we have a game
Brighton.
in hand, though, right?
No, we don't have a game in hand anymore.
Okay. On
top. Brighton woke up last week and beat Villa. Woke up from their long slumber.
De Zerbi trying to keep his job.
So they might have something for Newcastle. Chelsea got it. I mean, I feel like Forest are playing you guys at just a horrible time because you guys finally see something to fight for.
Oh yeah, they're playing us
at the end of the light.
They're playing us at the worst possible time.
But they need it too, man. Chris Wood needs to up his chops so he can go play for Man City.
I think Todd actually finally chimed into the pod and was like, "Wait, I don't get tax breaks if I lose to teams who are at the bottom of the table." And now we're actually going to play one and we're going to smash them. This is another 5-0. This is another 5-6-0 out of hand. Yes way.
No way.
Yes way. Yo, no Enzo, bro. No Enzo. We ain't got to worry about them. Every time Enzo doesn't play, we get 4 goals. So bank it.
He's finally come to terms with it. So who does play? That's the question. Run it back?
I would run it immediately.
I think Gusto plays.
Is he back? He's fit?
Yeah. He got a run out last time. But anybody could have when you're up 5-0 on West Ham. But I think Gusto plays. We might see a sub from Colwell. I know he's been training.
He's back.
I don't know if they're gonna try to hold him or not. I don't know what our injury list looks like now. I did see something today that said that Chelsea still leads in the most total matches missed due to injury. So take that, United, because all I've heard is we've had 70 injuries. Okay.
Yeah, so have we.
It's the mid-table trophy. Well done.
I mean, okay, cool, great for you.
What about Newcastle? Good grief.
I need them to drop points, man.
We still have the most though. Still have the most. I mean, I Palmer, Madueke, Mudryk, Jackson, Connor, Caicedo.
Not Sterling?
Huh?
Instead of Mud Dog? Mud Dog has been dog.
See, I disagree. I thought he's fantastic.
Maybe I didn't watch it close enough. I will admit I wasn't. I only had half an eye on the last game.
There's just no finished product, and that's what you're getting at.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I will give you that. But I do think that he's been actually pretty good. He's made some fantastic passes for breakouts. He should have had 2 assists against West Ham, 100%. I
feel like that's the story of your season. Like, if you went and looked at expected assists for all of your players, y'all created a ridiculous amount of chances. Oh, yeah. I mean, Jackson probably owes so many goal assists to a number of players.
About 15. I would be pretty confident it's about 15.
Yeah.
But we're moving forward. We're not.
And he wants to take PKs, bro. Get out of it anyway.
I think we see Shalaba or Shaloba.
Trevor? Oh, Trevo?
Trevo.
Yeah.
Trevo. Of course, Cuckoo.
Yeah, Cuckoo's the main
Cuckoo's
guy
the-
right now.
the main
First,
guy right now.
I will say this, okay? I know we've done a lot of transfers. I get it. I 100% understand it. But the actual transfers from inside of the league have been good. Or they're coming out to be good. I'll say that.
From Brighton.
In City. I mean, personally, I hope we sell Chilwell this summer. For some reason, I feel like we won't.
He definitely can't do the inverted thing. That would be a disaster.
That's the issue that I have with everything, right? People are like, "Oh, Poach is great," and this, that, and the other, and it's like, did we watch the beginning of the season where he had Chilwell as a left winger?
No.
Did we watch that? Because
No.
I did.
X is trying to block it out.
No.
I did. And that was a choice. That's not like, that's a choice. That wasn't like one of those situations where, like, I'm out of options. No, you could have played Sterling. You could have played Chukwuemeka. You could have played someone else in the center like Broja and played Jackson on the left wing if you wanted to, because that's where he has his experience and whatnot. So I applaud him for getting it right now. But I still can't forget that. And, I think now he doesn't have enough to tinker with, so he just keeps throwing out the same lineup over and over. And that's fine.
Some forced consistency.
It's some forced consistency, and that's where I'm like, he's staying. I know he's staying. I totally get it. One, the manager's
Sorry about Jax.
Yeah, it's okay.
I said sorry about Jax.
The manager market is extremely dry. But two, I think with all the international tournaments and everything, they don't want to have the team away for so long and come back to a new manager with a new build and this, that, and the other. I get it. I mean, give him 6 more months. Cool. He's going to want to start renegotiating his contract anyways in January. You can make your decision then. There'll be managers available of some type. Amorium has said he's not leaving. Of course, Alonso has said he's not leaving. Who knows what's going to happen with Tuchel? I guess he's going to show up at United, but United might run him off in 6 months too.
Hey, man, Mourinho, he's still out there.
Yeah, I saw that he wants a second stint at United, and I kind of chuckled because I'm like, I feel like he really wouldn't have said something like that. Like, I feel like it was kind of like in passing, like, yeah,
Probably
sure, I'll coach United again.
Yeah, it was probably a joke.
I think you probably want to coach Tottenham more first than United. But no, I think
Now to Bayern would be dangerous, bro. You give Mal Kane?
yeah.
Mal just wants a job at this point.
Mal's got enough TV money. I think Mal's gonna be okay.
He can do anything he wants. What if Mourinho
Now.
started a podcast?
Now, Mourinho.
What if we
Mal
could get
can do anything.
Mourinho on the Cup Chasers podcast?
Yo, Mal.
That'd
Let me
be
phone that
epic.
in.
Hey, Jose.
Well, he is active on his Instagram, so hey, we can bombard him with, hey, come on the show.
Hey, Jose, come grace us with your presence.
We'll do an early show
special
just
one.
so that you're not coming on at like
Oh, special
Whatever.
one.
3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Whatever it is, where is he? I don't even know where he is right now.
Oh, he's in England.
He
Yeah, he
is
lives in
hanging
London.
out in
Yeah,
England.
he's right down the street from the stadium.
Oh, so Roman sold him a house, and then it was on the.
He's got a house.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
yeah. Roman's hotel sister company bought him a house, and they.
Jake, you're gonna go missing if you keep on.
Yeah, you're tempting. You're tempting the mafia here. Buddy.
Hey, Roman's no longer connected with the club. What do we have to fear?
Yeah, keep thinking that.
The London Cowboys mafia.
Roman's gonna be the biggest. Once all this clears, Roman's play is just gonna be to buy the most shares out of Clear Lake. So therefore, he's the controlling owner. That's all he has to do.
He's just gonna buy Clear Lake.
That's all he has to do. It's a publicly traded company.
Or he can just buy a ton of CPO shares.
That's all I'm saying. It's a publicly traded company. He could be like, checkmate, Mo.
No, you know the FA would never, ever let him do that.
Not ever. It's just once these sanctions gets dropped, they can't say ish about it. So,
I mean, there are certain teams that use shell companies. So, I mean, why not run through him?
If you don't think Roman, there's no way he just let it go like that.
Roman probably owns a company that creates shell companies.
Yes.
Probably owns 2 of them.
He's got his own version of Wolf Cola, and if you don't get that reference, that's sad.
But
no,
it's the official drink of Baccarat.
No, I think we run it back. I do think we see Gusto. So I think it's Gusto Trevor.
Trevo
probably got his chill. Maybe Silva, but I don't think so. It's been a very emotional week for him, so I don't think so.
No need.
Huh?
No need.
Yeah, no need. And then of course, Cuckoo. I've gone with a 3-1 for Chelsea, even though we probably shouldn't just show up because, well, everybody's picking us to lose. I just think that we can get after them. I think we can get 2 goals from Old Cole and maybe something again from Madueke. Because I think he'll have some opportunities against former Chelsea product Ola Aina.
It'll be Murillo.
Oh, it'll be Murillo?
It's going to be Murillo, I think.
Oh. Well, there's another former Chelsea product, Callum Hudson-Odoi, who I think
Odoi will play.
Who I think gets the goal for them.
Alanga. We'll probably see Anthony Alanga as well.
I'm sure we get Awani too. Or Awani.
It won't be Chris Wood. Chris Wood's got to keep his rep up so he can go to City.
Oh.
He made his debut for them,
Ooh.
They paid him the little envelope, and so he's a City man now.
Last time we played him in the reverse fixture, Awani absolutely destroyed us up top.
Yeah.
I
I got mad respect.
Huh?
I got respect from my man Awani.
Awesome. So I think that's what we see. Again, probably shouldn't show up. I mean, I don't even know why the fans are even going. But we'll plucky old Chelsea side. We'll try to find a win and see where we are at this time or on Monday.
Yeah. What you saying, Lewis? What do you think of the plucky old Chelsea side?
Well, I mean, I picked them. We chatted a little bit about it at the start. I picked them to win 1-0. I do understand. I have heard the noise, but I don't see any reason why they won't win. I think they get one early, and then I think then Forest is just like and then Chelsea walks away, being Chelsea as they ascend themselves back into Europe. I think they'll be fine. I think the point you made about Pochettino getting a shout about manager of the year. I mean, if he had a bigger sample size or even any kind of consistency,
maybe a cup
that word in spurts, because his consistency has been in spurts, which doesn't. I mean, it's unequal to being sort of considered manager of the year.
Well, it's more for the turnaround for me.
But it's I think it's about a whole season, and so I mean the turnaround is important, but if it was despite him, then I feel like then it's a sort of different thing, and the turnaround also happened when they had if we're being honest, they had nothing to play for. They were like, screw it, whatever. And that's at that point, that book, and I'm being honest, I feel like that's on the players at that point. That's not sort of managerial genius, right? I think the things that Arteta and Pep and that's the only managers I'm going to say because, I got my salt and I'm going to leave my salt the way it is. But we'll go there. But I think Chelsea win 1-0.
Yeah. So last season, when Forest were playing in a game they needed to win to survive in the league, certain Thomas Partey was playing right back.
I forgot about that. That's great.
Yeah. So, I definitely think, Forest are not strangers to this survival battle. They were here last year. They know exactly what they have to do. And granted, Arsenal were terrible that day. But Chelsea, I think, will be more formidable. I do think it's going to be a good game. I think that Forest are going to fight tooth and nail. And I think that in the beginning, Chelsea are going to be a little bit like shell-shocked by the intensity.
By how much
it's going to be, exactly. It's going to be hot and intense and wild from the word go. But I think that as we've seen, Chelsea will calm down, and even if they give a goal before they do, they'll start to, eventually they'll start to play their game. And I think you have definitely have the quality to get through this Forest team. Yeah. The likes of Cole Palmer, Caicedo's been playing better. I do think Madueke with his 1v1s will, it's going to be a good battle. Whether it's Aina, whether it's Murillo, it's going to be a good battle over there. And so, I expect it'll be kind of back and forth. Even if Forest sit back, they won't be like super, super low block because it's they must.
Yeah, they got to score. I mean,
so I've gone for 2-2. So I think it'll be open one game.
They have a very good chance of staying up, even if they don't win another game.
Agreed.
Because I wrote it down last week.
Burnley are at Spurs, and Luton are at West Ham.
At West Ham, and then they go to Fulham. Forest. If they get a point off of Burnley, they'll be fine. Because I don't foresee Luton winning at West Ham, but maybe they do. But
y'all
even
could
then,
smash Forest.
But even then, the goal differential's so wide that, unless Forest just throw up all over themselves against Burnley, and Luton gets a win at that point, even then, if pretty much it's 4 points.
Well, here's the thing. If pretty much if Forest, for me, the way I look at it, because Burnley are at Spurs, and I just don't see them doing anything there. And I don't see Luton doing anything at West Ham just because Luton are gassed, man. They're dead on their feet.
Yeah.
So I think that Forest, as long as they don't lose to Burnley, they're safe.
Yeah,
I legitimately think that's all they have to do.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. And that's what? Is that a week away?
It's the last game of the season. That's 9 days away or whatever.
Oh, that's sad. It's 10 days as of
10
today.
days.
Tomorrow will be 9. But man.
Yep. Well, segues are weird. We'll stay with the relegation talk. Lewis, is there any hope for your man Vince?
I have Burnley. Where did I write it? Because I wrote all my scores already. No, I don't. I lied. I tried, man. I really tried. If I'm not mistaken, I think I put. I'm trying to read my handwriting. I'm doing work while I do the thing, so I don't. I got them. I think it's 2-2. I got, which
you said
doesn't help them at all. I think. Hold on. I wrote it, but now I have to make sure I can read what I wrote because Oh no, I got them losing 3-1. My bad.
Losing 3-1.
Yeah.
Well, 2-2 would keep them alive as long as Forest didn't win.
It would, but that's not what I picked.
But that's not what's happening.
I think they'll score, but I think Spurs, just because of how open Burnley normally is, and Spurs are at home, the high line and just attacking. I think Burnley defend poorly. Maybe if they find a way to defend, that'll be cool. But I just don't see it.
They haven't yet. I think it'll be an open game.
Very open. Because
of the high line. I think, again, because of the fact that, as this says, scrolling along the bottom there, Burnley must. They must. This is it. Like, they can't count on Chelsea to beat Forest. You know.
Right.
They have to win.
Well, I mean, they can put pressure on Forest because they play Spurs before we play Forest.
Well, there you go. Even
play
for me, that makes it even more. That puts even more pressure on it for me because they then have to put the pressure on you. You know,
I mean,
I like playing first. I want to play first.
Burnley loses. Forest is like, okay, if we just get a point, we're good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. If we just get a point, we're good. So it's not even a situation of like, we have to win this game. We just got to get one more point the rest of the season.
Forest could legit just draw the next 2 games and they're safe.
Yeah.
But that is assuming that Luton are just going to – they got West Ham and they got away to West Ham and then away to Fulham.
No, I got them at home against Fulham. Is that not right?
You're right. No, it is at home to Fulham. It is at home to Fulham. But it won't matter. They'll be down
because the goal differential will be too high.
If they don't beat West Ham, they'll be down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a must for them as well.
I guess mathematically they wouldn't be out, but it would unless Forest get a draw. But it would be like, man, you're not making up 14 goals.
The problem is Luton need Burnley to lose to Spurs and then to beat Forest.
Yeah.
And they have to win both their games.
Yeah.
And you have to beat Forest. You have to beat Forest. Forest can't get anything.
We're all team Luton, so we're all team Chelsea.
Yeah. Forest, if Luton want to survive, Forest can't get anything from Chelsea.
No.
If Forest get a draw at Chelsea, I think Luton are down. And if Burnley don't get anything from Spurs, I think they're down as well.
Yeah, they'll be down for sure because they're sitting on
they're lower.
24.
They're on 24.
So they've got to win the next 2.
So if Forest get a point,
it's over.
Burnley are down.
Burnley's down. The only way this doesn't end this weekend, pretty much, is if Luton win by a lot, like 4 or 5 goals. Forest lose. And then at that point, your differential is down to like 7. So then it comes down to,
No, there's only a 9-goal difference. It's only a 9-goal difference. So
it's
if
an
they
11
win
goal
3,
difference.
Not according to BBC. It is 11. I can't do math. You're right. I'm a writer. I'm an author.
Yeah,
not a math.
You don't do math.
I don't math. The maths weren't math. You're right. It's 11. It's 11. You're right.
Unless they get like a 5 or 6 this weekend, and Chelsea wins by like 2 or 3.
But if Chelsea gets, here's the only way Luton survive is if Chelsea beat Forest and then Burnley beat Forest, but Spurs beat Burnley, and Luton beat West Ham and Fulham.
Yeah, Luton's got to win both games. So if Luton doesn't win Saturday, it's pretty much over for them.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to either. But
sadly.
Let's get predictions for Spurs Burnley. I said 2-2. I said it's going to be open. Spurs are in the mud. And I said that David Datro Fofana is going to do it for the proper Chelsea is going to do it for Burnley. And, they'll get a draw 2-2. What you saying, Patrick?
I'm gonna go 3-2 Spurs. I think it is wide open, but I think Sonny gets a brace. Fofana gets a goal, and we'll give the other one to. We'll give it to Richarlison. Yeah.
Richie
you kidding me?
Love, the Pigeon Man. Are you kidding me?
The Pigeon Man.
No.
So what do you think?
I'm really torn though, because as a Chelsea fan, if Tottenham lose, right?
Well,
and
you
Chelsea
need them to lose.
Oh, we
Chelsea
need them.
needs Spurs to lose.
Oh, we would love for Spurs and Newcastle to lose. That would be the
If both of them
ideal.
lose,
Bro.
Chelsea first off goes to 6, but they're one game behind Spurs, and Spurs still have Man United. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something else. Sorry,
Spurs are
still have-
Burnley,
Oh,
City, Sheffield. They're
They're only losing
Come
3
on.
points out of that. Yeah.
Come on. They're gonna beat Burnley and they're gonna beat Sheffield and they're gonna beat City.
well, if they lay down to City and Chelsea wins out, Chelsea.
We come in 7.
Okay, so I need Spurs to lose this weekend. I need Spurs to lose to City and lay down to City so that Chelsea can overtake them on goal differential to end the season.
But they're gonna beat Sheffield.
There's
It would be
nothing
63 points though at that point. It'd be 60. It would be a tie at 63. So then it comes down to goal differential.
The best
We're
thing in the
tied
world
on
for us, the
differential,
best
Mike.
thing in the world for us right now is for Burnley not to. It's not a win-lose. Burnley just needs to chip a point off of Spurs for us right here. Just chip a point.
But no, because there's only 9 points available left for Chelsea. So that means they can only get to 63.
If Burnley chip 1, so they each
Right,
come
but
away
then they
with
got
1.
Sheffield on the last day.
They're gonna beat Sheffield, dude. And that'll put them on 64, and you can't get to 64.
Yeah, because they're all about
We
to say
can't get
yeah,
to
because they're gonna
64.
craft
Exactly.
on.
So that point we're playing for 6. But I
You
mean,
need
we're
Burnley to
we
rise,
know,
bro.
We know, no. I mean, in all honesty, Patrick, we're playing for 6th. We
no,
really
I
are.
know.
We're playing.
I'm
for
just
6th.
saying, mathematically, it's still possible to get to 5th. I know we're playing for 6.
We're playing for 6. We're going to be in.
So that being said, X, what's your score?
1-1. I need it.
Thought
Miracle
it was gonna
late
Burnley
goal.
rise.
1-1. Chickens will chicken, man.
The chickens will chicken. You love to hear it. You love to see it.
Yeah. But if Burnley only gets a point, if I'm looking at this right, if Burnley only gets a point against Spurs, their remaining games are
they're down. If Burnley only
they're
gets a
down.
point,
They're down either way. They have to win.
If they don't beat Spurs, they're down because
because that only
the gap
gets
to
them to
Forest is
25.
5.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, Forest is now 4 points clear of them.
They're 5 points clear of them.
Well, no, I mean if
they draw, yeah. If they draw,
if they draw and Forest lose to Chelsea, they're
With
4
only
points
3.
clear. They don't have to worry about Burnley.
with only 3 remaining.
Yeah.
So if Burnley don't win, well, no, Forest would still have to worry about Luton.
Well, I mean, yeah. But again,
If Luton beat West Ham, which we will discuss now,
yeah.
do you think that do they have a prayer, or are they going to beat West Ham?
This might be my 0-0 of the week.
I mean, it's another must. It's another they must.
I mean, West
And
Ham
I've been
are
saying that for weeks about
West
Luton,
Ham are on
and
the
they've just
beach. I mean, yeah, West Ham are on the beach, bro. This might be one they get.
yeah, but West Ham have taken some real embarrassing stuff recently, and
I mean, they lost new manager bounce. Is that what it is?
no, he's still there. He's not gone until the end of the season.
Oh,
pretty much the team is checked out. He's checked out.
Oh yeah, they're done. This might be the Hatters.
Bro, if Luton rock up to the bubbles and win 3-0 or something like that. This is what I'm saying. There's no way that West Ham are gonna just be like, we're not about to just lose to relegation fodder. after we've taken 6 to Arsenal, 5 to Fulham, 5 to Palace, 5 to City, all however many, they've taken all these L's, huge, to all these teams, and they're going to let Luton Town come in. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of pride, and the likes of Kudus and Bowen and Paqueta are going to be like, nah, dog. Ross Barkley, sorry about you, brother. It's not going down.
Kudus.
It's not going down.
He's a difference maker.
Yeah. It still blows my mind that West Ham got Kudus.
Did you see Pochettino was already trying to talk him into coming over? Which
Oh yeah, he was like, "Hey,
yeah,
bud,
of course.
hey, bud, yeah,
he would be amazing. Either
you're
him or
coming with me."
Kudus, Jackson, Madueke, yeah, man. With Palmer and Caicedo behind, Enzo behind, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
not bad at all.
It'd be fun.
I don't see
Luton a run of form. Okay,
it does not paint a good picture, dude.
On April 6th, which was over a month ago now, they beat the Wolves 2-1. Then they lost 2-0 to Fulham, 5-2 to Palace. They did get a draw against Liverpool.
They lost 5-1 to Brentford too, 5-1 to City.
They lost 5-0 to Chelsea. Luton Town are on the same form, pretty much. They beat Bournemouth on the 6th. Then they lost 5-1 to City, 5-1 to Brentford, 2-1 to Wolves, but they got a draw last weekend.
They did draw Everton, but they had to win that game.
They had to win that one.
And they're trash away from home. They've won one game. One all season away from home. I've said it's going to be a 1-1 draw just because of the energy that I know they're going to bring because it's do or die. But it's die.
Same here. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. I think Luton want to try to stay up, but at the end of the day, I just don't see it, man. Not from this one.
It's unfortunate. We did get another orange team. Big up, shout out Ipswich.
Ipswich Town, let's go.
Hey, Ipswich are already making moves too, man. They want to buy Eddie Nketiah and Emil Smith-Rowe.
Yeah,
I say
bring back Amari.
Do it. I say do it. Sell them. Get them out.
Gentlemen, I appreciate you. Got to do some work.
Yeah, man. Go write that paper.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, dude. Send me the rest of your predictions.
All right.
All right, man. What are we saying, guys? Got a score for West Ham Luton?
What do those Premier League script writers write for this one?
It's Bubbles. Bubbles win 2-1.
Bubbles put the Hatters down.
Put them down
once and for all. So sad, man. I really did like Luton. There was a spell there when they went.
I thought they were going to do it.
When Spurs went down a man at the Kenny and then won the game. I hated Luton for like 2 months. Yeah. I was pissed at them for like 2 months. And then they started playing some good stuff, lumping in the crosses, knocking them in. Ogbene, Carlton Morris, and all them. Ross Barkley having a good season. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm enjoying this. And then it's just at the end of the season, man, it's just.
Well, I mean, that's the perfect example of these teams that come up the first time in a long time. They don't know how to handle, like they're used to that congestion, that fixture congestion, but they don't know how to handle the physicality, and it wears on them to where they're just dead at the end.
Yeah.
They had to be absolute balls to the wall
at the beginning.
For 90 minutes in every game to get any points from anyone.
Yeah.
And now too many times Arsenal beat them at the death. City beat them by 1 goal. Liverpool stole a point from them.
We beat them by 1 goal because we gave up 2 in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, so like they've given so much to be almost, and now it's like I don't think they have it in them, man. What are you saying, X?
0-0 the week.
0-0 of the week, huh?
I don't know. It's got to come from somewhere, right?
I guess so. I don't think Luton don't defend well, man. I don't see a 0-0.
I don't know, man. I just think I want it to be 0-0. Bubbles are going to win 2-1.
Maybe because Bubbles are on the beach. Maybe because Yo Irons are on the beach.
Maybe, but like that's my only thing about like how I don't think either of them are going to score because West Ham are on the beach. But
yeah, we'll see. Luton need it, but
yeah.
I don't think they're gonna get it. Speaking of need it, Aston
I haven't given
Villa.
my prediction yet.
Did you not?
No.
I put a prediction down for you.
What did you put me down for?
2-1 West Ham.
No.
Why did I put that down?
I don't know.
That was me.
And then you changed it to 0-0?
Didn't you said 0-0?
Yeah, then I'm going to change it to 0-0.
So that's what I have. I have two predictions down for X, and I'm crediting one of them to Patrick.
I was like,
You got me all turned around, bro.
It's me for 0-0 because again, I just think West Ham's on the beach, bro.
You got me so turned around, dude. There you go.
So,
all right, Patrick. What is your actual prediction? And if you say 2-1,
we're gonna be saying bye-bye to Luton Town after this weekend. Because West Ham's gonna win 3-0.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised.
Smoked them.
Just put them out of their misery. And what that means is if Luton and Burnley both lose,
It's over.
it's over. Relegation's done.
Because
there's
Forest
only
can't
the
be
title to
caught.
play for.
I mean,
Right.
okay. So say Forest lose 3-1, right? That puts them -2. That would put them at -20. But then if Luton lose 3-0, that's 12. With one game to go. Like, it's over. It's over.
It's over.
Which will be sad.
Sad.
Because I really like Luton. And I love the Kenny. And I'm going to miss them. But hopefully they come back.
Maybe we'll see them. Maybe they'll become one of those parachute teams. They'll go up and down. Hopefully. But, yes, on to the top four race. Spoke a little bit of it with Spurs. But Liverpool are at Villa Park. And if Villa get points, it's done and dusted. A win is a definite done and dusted unless Spurs. I mean, it's a 7-point gap. No, they're out.
They're out.
But they played their whole team, so they're going to have a hangover. I think Poole are going to win.
Bro, El Khabi had 2 goals. He had 5 goals against them in a 2-legged tie. Wow.
They got blasted, bro. They got blasted.
Wow.
Sob story.
Very
Absolute
much so.
sob story for Unai Emery. Yeah, man. I think Poole are going to do them because they're sad. They're hungover. They got to wait all the way till Monday with their thoughts and their tears. And I need Spurs to stay alive so that they have something to play for against City.
They're not.
You watch your mouth.
They're not.
You watch your mouth. I got Liverpool winning 2-1. They're coming down to the end, the Klopp retirement tour. Do it for Klopp. We're almost there, and I think that despite the antics and the BS and the craziness that has surrounded the end of the Klopp retirement tour, I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to be able to beat Villa. I said 2-1.
Looking at this 4th to 5th thing, right? Because of course I was looking 5th to 7th. It's interesting because first off, you got Tottenham on a 4-game losing streak. So they're 7 points back. They do have a game in hand. So the most that Tottenham can get to is 69. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Villa has 67. And you would think, they can get 2 points. No, they can't. Here's why. On Monday, Crystal Palace on Sunday.
At Selhurst on the final day. Ooh. Yes, that's good news. I like to hear that. There's hope, Spurs. There's hope.
No.
You got to do it.
No.
Watch your mouth. X, I will lock you off the stream so fast. Enough of your negativity. Enough. That's a warning. You get sin binned.
That's my yellow card. That's my yellow card.
Oh, that's your blue card.
That's your blue card. You get put to the sin bin if you start talking like that. But yeah, man, I think Villa are going to be tired, hungover. I think Nunez has a point to prove. Salah will do Salah things, and I think they'll get the job done. You got a score, X or Patrick, whoever?
2-2. No. 2-1 Villa.
You're just saying that to crap on my dreams, aren't you?
I am.
Yes, I figured.
The last home game.
It is Villa's last home game.
They're going to win them. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go with Villa. Sorry. Let's go 2-1 pool.
Yep. I can definitely see it. Some Jurgen Klopp fist pumps at the end of the day. Well, all right. We, of course, there are some other games. We'll go ahead and fly through some of these. Everton Sheffield, my 0-0 of the week. Not really much going on there. That's why I picked it to be next. 0-0.
Give me
X, do you agree?
1-0 Everton.
1-0? 1-0 Everton. Yeah, I can see that.
I think it's the last game at Goodison.
I was gonna say 1-0 Everton all day.
Yeah, it's the last game at Goodison. So yeah, give me 1-0 Everton.
I'm gonna say I'm actually changing mine to 2-0 Everton since it's I didn't realize that it was the actual last game at Goodison Park.
Yeah, that's the last.
They'll get up. Yeah, they'll get up for it. They'll get up for that. 2-0. That says Brent Fraud.
Brent Fraud.
It literally, I really typed out Brent Fraud. BRENTFROD.
You know, that's not far off.
That sounds right from Brentford. Brent Fraud.
They are at the community stadium, Bournemouth. And Vitality, excuse me. Yep. Excuse me. The Cherries are going to avoid the sting and beat Brentford 2-0. Brentford are just they've been on the beach for 3 weeks, man. They're done. They're not doing much. Tony's not even worried about upping his value. He's just whatever happens will be.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Whatever.
Let's go 1-0.
They're not gonna do anything. Yep.
1-0.
Bournemouth continue up the table.
I'm gonna go Bournemouth, but I'm gonna go 2-1. Yeah, we'll go 2-1.
2-1. Tony with a goal. All right, one that is relevant to you guys. Newcastle hosting Brighton.
Yo, this is and I hate Brighton so much. I need them to step up and
they woke up, man.
Tie this game, man.
Brighton had sailed off into the sunset.
I need a draw.
That's how poor they were doing. And then they beat Villa last week. They woke up from their deep slumber like a dragon curled on their treasure trove.
I need a draw here.
Are they going to do it at St. James's Park?
No.
Nope.
I am, man. I'm going to say 1-1. I need it.
1-1. The Gulls take some points. up north.
I need it.
I personally think this is going to be an awesome game. Back and
Don't see it
forth.
happen.
Anthony
Don't
Gordon,
see it happen.
Alexander Isak. 3-2 Castle.
That's exactly what I was sitting here looking at. And I'm like, it screams like a 5-6 goal match.
Yep. You're going with the
Put
same
me down
guys?
for 3-2 as well.
3-2. Yeah, man. I think that Brighton will make some mistakes. Newcastle will pounce. I think Brighton will have their moments as well, and we'll get a couple. It's going to be a fun one for sure, which only leaves the Wolverhampton Wandering Wolves hosting the Crystal Palace, the new and improved Crystal Palace under Ollie Glasner, looking strong off the back of a 4-0 demolishing of everyone's favorite team to hate.
2-0, bro. Palace.
2-0 Palace.
Palace. Right back at it again.
Bro, Wolves they have sailed off into the sunset.
Yes, they're on the beach.
Definitely on the beach.
They're on the beach.
I mean, is O'Neal even allowed on the sideline? He was in the stands last game. That's how on the beach they are. The coach was in the stands. At least they're not flying kites in training, or at least not getting videotaped.
Broadcasted that way.
Yeah, doing that. But yeah, I agree. I think Palace will continue on their run. I think that, like I say, Wolves are not going to be up for it as much as Palace will be. And they're going to have a fun day out at the office. 3-1 to Crystal Palace.
No way. That's why I put them. I think if
you keep copying my scores just so I don't catch you in the predictions league.
Yep.
Sir.
Smart man.
I did mine before the stream started, dude. I'm 15 points. I'm 13 points back, man. I'm not catching you. So you got to pick the same scores.
But this is interesting though, because all right, so we got Fulham City. Let's just say Fulham's not going to win. So Palace, with a win, can jump Fulham, but they could also jump Wolves. They would be tied, and it would probably be like a 1-goal differential.
No, they're ahead by 3 goal difference. So if they beat Wolves, they'd be even further ahead by goal difference.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Never mind. I read it wrong. Just like you couldn't math, I can't math now. I think that's some motivation. You know, this Glasner guy, he's got them rolling, and
I'm telling you, man.
And as soon as they're going to get rated. But man, I would love to have just seen one full season of Elise and Eze playing a full season together.
Who knows, man? Crazier things have happened. They might stay. Who knows? I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they will. But yeah, 3-1. And I think 3's kind of flattering to Wolves, because I think just like Chelsea's on a run, I think Palace is on the same run. They found something that works. Both teams got some injuries, cleared up. So yeah, and looking at and I know we're not going to discuss final day, but Palace can finish ahead of them for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
For sure. Looking at what's ahead, Palace.
They're going to be a problem next season, especially if they're able to keep either or both. Especially if they keep both, they're going to be a problem next season. Especially
need to find somebody out for the left side.
If Glasner gets a whole preseason, we'll see. We'll see. Absolutely.
I hear Raheem Sterling wouldn't mind a quick move across London.
Let him.
I bet he wouldn't.
No, he seriously came out and he's like, I'm not leaving.
I wouldn't either.
He's on massive wages.
300,000.
He's like, I'm not leaving. I want to prove my value next year. And it's like, bro, no.
It's done.
It's time for a break.
It's time. Maybe it's MLS time for Raheem Sterling. Maybe it's Saudi time for Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, he could do Saudi, but
yeah, I do want to mention a couple more things. Firstly, I have a new favorite saying. I want to once again shout out Turkish LDN here on YouTube and the Forever Arsenal podcast on AFTV. James asked Turkish, what would you do if City were found guilty of the 115 charges and docked 5 points before the end of the season, and therefore Arsenal would win this season? And without missing a beat, he goes, "Oh, I'm doing a knee slide on the pavement." And I died. I laughed for 5 minutes straight. That was the funniest thing ever, because I just immediately pictures Xavier trying to do a knee slide on the pavement.
That tracks. That would be me. Chelsea win the next cup, knee slide on a pavement.
Yeah, it just runs right out the apartment and forgets that he's not on grass.
Straight onto the yep.
Talk about instant regret. But speaking of regret, old TT robbed last night.
Okay, all right. So
he equalized.
Yes and no.
He equalized.
But they stopped. Defensively, they stopped.
They're not supposed to.
Because they blew the whistle.
They blew the whistle. They stopped.
They're not supposed to. Right. They're not
the
supposed
whistle
to. De Ligt gets that ball either way, no matter whether they stop or not. De Ligt gets that ball.
I kind of disagree. If they don't stop, the shot is not as open.
Yeah. Like somebody's actually going to try to close him down.
They robbed him, bro. Well, Neuer robbed him.
They definitely robbed him. Neuer gave it away. Neuer gave the bag away. But in the moment, the referee's gotten it completely wrong. The center judge should know. The center referee should recognize, oh, he should not have raised his flag so early.
Yep.
I'm going to let VAR sort this out. I'm going to call the offsides on the field, but we'll wait till the ball's in the net or out for a goal kick, and then we'll call the offsides like it's supposed to happen, and then VAR will get the play right. We'll get the call right. That's what should have happened. So it was a mistake by the side judge, yes, but also the center ref has made the error as well. He's compounded it. And Madrid on the Champions League.
Yep.
Por la quince.
I mean, first off, incredible comeback. The way they did it.
Crazy.
It really was. Because I thought they were done and dusted. I truly did. I didn't really think they gave really that much until about 70 minutes left. Or it was, 70 minutes in.
Pretty much when they got scored on.
Yeah. I felt like they really kicked it up a gear. It was very desperation-like. But got to make plays. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Your Manuel Neuer, got to make that play there, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, not to. Yeah. But Oliver Kahn is not dropping that ball.
Well,
he did.
I seem to remember a 2002 World Cup final where Rivaldo hits a screamer off his gloves and 1R9 has a little tap in the final.
Yeah. Okay. So I stand corrected. But
that's one time.
Just one time. But I mean, seriously, if you
on the biggest possible stage.
You would expect a guy who's been there as many times as Neuer has to not succumb to the moment. And that's an example of succumbing to the moment. And I mean, that ball was whistling for sure. But you got to do better, buddy. You can't. You smother it. You do whatever you can. You don't let it fall right free in the box. I as someone who played keeper, I watch these goalkeepers, and it's like like, okay, you're in the right position, but why did you go this direction? Like, you saw the ball coming. And I think it's more mental than anything. Like, okay, the ball's going to eventually curve. It's going to eventually curve. So I need to anticipate that. 9 times out of 10, it's not. Unless it's got a weird knuckle on it, it's not.
That bounce bamboozled him, bro.
That bounce got him. Yeah.
That bounce bamboozled him.
Yeah.
It would do it. It would do it, bro. That's it's screaming at him and it hits the dirt.
It's like I actually saw a number of things pop up when I'm scrolling on Instagram, and there was one thing where it's this new, like, maybe it's like a mat, but it's like got a whole bunch of like rounded like bumps in it, right? And you pass the ball at you put this thing on the ground in front of the goalkeeper, right? And you pass the ball really hard along the ground at this thing, and it makes a really weird, and it shoots it in a really weird way, and it makes it really kind of like deflections, ricochets, like balls that bounce right in front of you, you know. So goalkeepers can train for these kinds of things, you know. But yeah, I just think, I mean, in the moment, it's one of those, you know, it comes screaming in, too hot to handle, and you know, Neuer's got to, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to do better.
Yep.
You just got to do better. But then, I mean, and then on the second goal, Vinny was cooking all night.
Oh, yeah.
Vinicius was cooking down that left all night long. And, you know, on both of the goals, though, you got to give it to Hasalu, man, because he was man on the spot. Johnny on the spot, as they say. He
was.
First one to the ball when Neuer spilled it. What do they tell you?
It's the purest striker's finish, bro. You follow the ball. You follow the ball. You do not know if it's going to come out of those gloves, and if it does, you smash it. Follow the ball. Follow the ball.
Same as the second goal. He got in. He got behind the line.
Yep.
He anticipated that Vinny was going to put it across instead of a cutback. He had the anticipation to crash the net. Got his reward.
Yep.
And Don Carlo gets all the plaudits, all the credit. Super sub. Ancelotti's a genius, of course.
Well, you know, people were talking about Madrid magic, and I think there's, of course, always something to that. But I also believe that it's being in that moment as many times as they've been, maybe not for Hasalu, but, you know, your Modric, your Cruz, your Vinny even. They've been in that moment. They know how to step up. And that's – we talk about this all the time, especially throughout the season. You know, like, what is your mentality when you have to step up? Are you the one that's saying, we're not losing today, i.e. Benzema when he was with you know, Madrid? Or are you, we're down, we're not going to be able – I mean, we're going to come back. That I don't know if we're going to win, but we'll get a goal. We'll get a goal. As soon as they scored that first goal, there was never any thought of –
it was game on.
See this out. It's, okay, we're going to go win this now. It's happening. You're not stopping us. And, you know, people talk about magic and this, that, and the other, and luck and this and all that. And I've always disagreed that you can make your own luck. I do think that there are bounces and things like that sometimes just kind of fall your way. But I also think there is the idea that your effort, your skill can put you in those positions for those lucky bounces to happen for you. And it happens consistently for Madrid. And I know that the referee was the main thing at the end. And I hate that, you know, because you want to see a clean game finished out and whatnot. But you just saw it. And it's really incredible to see a team have that mindset. Like, oh, we're down, we're going to chip away. We're going to chip away. And as soon as we get a goal, you're done.
Well,
you're done.
I felt that TT went defensive too early.
He did. He pulled everybody.
Yeah. Kane come off. He put Kim Min-jae in for Kane the 75th minute.
Terrible
75th minute.
idea.
Or no, he pulled Sane for Kim Min-jae in the 75th minute. Like, that's way too soon.
Yeah. What were we gonna say, X?
I was going to say, they say luck is when skill meets preparation.
Yeah. And they have skill in
Yep. So it's when they know what to do when the ball
so.
falls like that. They've been, they seem lucky because they've trained for that moment. They've trained for the late mistake. They've trained for, you don't know if the ball is going to pop out here, so we're going to be here anyway. And you have to be in those moments. You have to be in those moments. You play to the whistle because I don't care if you were offsides. Rudiger might not have been, so you're going to bang that in, and then we'll fight about it later. Like,
man, Rudiger,
bro, Rudy was
beast, dude.
Rudy, I love Rudy, bro. Me too.
Absolute.
That was one of those. If it wasn't for the war, he's still at Chelsea.
Yep, he's still at Chelsea.
Yep.
We're still bringing in cups. 100%.
Dude's immense, bro, and he's gonna be big for Germany in the summer.
Yes, he will.
He's gonna be a monster in those Euros for sure. But we also have to shout out the other side of the bracket. Borussia, put some respect on their name. Dortmund handling. Mbappe got dealt with.
Yep.
It's easy. I mean, made him look easy. Like Mbappe down the center, bro. It ain't working. That ain't doing it.
Nope. He's got to come up
and his legacy, like, bro, you showed up in the World Cup 8 years ago or 6 years ago. What have you done for me lately? Okay, yeah, excuse me, let me rephrase. You won the World Cup 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And you kind of been living off that. Let's get it straight. Yes, he was good in the last World Cup, but unpopular opinion, he wasn't even the best player on the France team.
Oh no, he wasn't. It was
tournament.
Griezmann for sure.
It was Griezmann. You don't get your plaudits because of politics these days. And I guess if you look like an 80s porn star, they're not going to be voting for you for any kind of whatever. But for me, Griezmann, I'm an Antoine Griezmann fan, dude.
Oh, I love Griezmann.
I love watching him play.
At one time, he was rumored for Chelsea, and I was like, "Please make that happen."
I'd
care.
I'd rather picked him up than
Jackson.
Felix. No, than Felix.
João Felix. Yeah. I don't care about the porn star stash, man. You do you. That's you do what you got to do. But I just think the Champions League is the real standard. That's where
the litmus test, man.
That's where fans, if you look at Jadon Sancho, for example. Jadon Sancho right now is tearing it up for Dortmund, and he's getting all kinds of plaudits.
Everybody's looking at Manchester United and be like,
yeah. Is that meme where that guy is like,
yep.
Like, you just want him to sit in his living room this whole time? Like,
that's what I'm saying. When you perform in the Champions League, heads turn, people talk, people respect that. And so the fact that Mbappe has been given the world,
yep,
and was never able to give it back to Paris, to bring the Champions League. This is the star boy. You get the keys to Paris, bro. You get the key to the city. They put it on your shoulders, and they let him down, man. It proves that Mbappe couldn't do it on his own.
He could have done it at a rainy Tuesday night at Stoke for sure.
Maybe come to the Arsenal and maybe Stoke will come up and we'll find out, or we'll get him in a cup and Mbappe can come play for us. Yeah,
it's cute. No? It's cute. Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah, we need backup. We need backup for Saka.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. No. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be interested to see because my friend who is really offering. I'm interested to see, because he mentioned this, Do they put Mbappe out on the left and let Vinny play central?
No.
You don't think so?
I mean, Vinny is absolutely destroying it on the wing.
I
Better
know.
than Mbappe. Better than Mbappe this season.
Vinny, yeah, dude. Vinny gets so overshadowed in all the
And
conversations.
he's doing it in the Champions
So
League.
sad.
Oh, I love Vinny.
Killing it in the Champions League.
Speaking of young prodigy Brazilians,
They're gonna win though.
it's Chelsea's about to lock one in.
Again,
William
that's all you do.
Esteval.
Another Willian?
William Esteval.
Willian 2.0.
2.0, baby.
They
Oh
are.
my God.
I'm trying to remember where he's with. Palmeiras.
Patrick, when are you not linked with a young Brazilian striker?
Oh, this one's getting done.
Winger.
This one's getting done. Palmeiras thinks that he is generational.
Of course
Like he's
they
going to
do.
be better than Endrick. Good.
Good grief. Indrick isn't even like no one even knows Indrick. He's played
Everybody
2
knows
games.
Indrick.
He played 2 games.
And on that note,
He's played 2 games, bro. Can we Todd Bowley bigging up the young Brazilians. That sounds
There it
about
is.
right. That sounds about right.
We're here
Chelsea
for it.
But you know what I'm here for? Hot take, unpopular opinion. Dortmund are gonna do it, baby. Nicholas Füllkrug, absolutely killing it, bro. No, I like Füllkrug. Dude, the goal he scored in the game, the laser beam past Donnarumma, bro.
What, the first game?
That was the first game.
Yeah, where it just skid it across.
No, but the it'll definitely be a sit and counter from Dortmund, like they've done all season, and I'm here for it, man. It's gonna be an absolutely awesome
I'm excited to see Mattinson.
I don't think that they're as big a dog as everyone thinks they are. I think it'll be a tight game. I think it'll be fun.
Will he be on Vinny or Rodrigo? I think he'll be on Vinny, won't he?
Matson's left. They switch very frequently.
Yeah.
So Vinny started left, Rodrigo started right, but they switched and then switched back and then switched and then switched back. So both. He's going to be up against both, and that's not going to be fun. But yeah, I think it'll be fun for me to watch.
I mean, it's clearly set up for old Jude to win it at Wembley.
Sure.
yep.
Sure. They asked him
Bring in
the CBS people were asking him about it, and of course they're going to be singing na 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 na. Of course. Of course. Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, it's going to be an epic final. Madrid big favorites, of course. But I like Dortmund to give them a game.
Did you see that Leverkusen found a way again today?
Oh yeah, late.
Fairy tale, man. I don't even
They're
watch
4
anymore.
games away now.
Win. I know they're gonna win. It's the fairy tale, you know.
4 games away now.
2 finals and 2 more league games.
That's it. They got it.
Yeah, they'll wrap that up.
It's insane.
Yeah, crazy to go from 7th place. Xabi Alonso was there last season. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And they finished 7th.
I was sad to hear that Florian Wirtz is planning on going to Real Madrid.
What? No. God.
Yeah, after next season, he plans on going to Real Madrid.
So wave goodbye to the Champions League. No one's winning the Champions League. That's not happening. Just call that the Madrid Invitational. Just stop calling it the Champions League. It's the Real Madrid Invitational every season. We're all just lucky to be there. They're just gonna win it for 20 years running. Ridiculous, man.
Don't want to play him again.
Just buy everyone. It's the World 11 versus Real Madrid.
Well, I mean, that's Galacticos.
Just run it. Just that's the game every week. Let's see the rest of the world put a team together that can beat Real Madrid. Just Jesus.
Make it the league's best. The Premier League's best. The German League's best. The Paris League's best. Plays the Champions. Oh, that's what you should do. The winner of the Champions League
gets a round robin versus the MLS All-Star version of every other league and make that a tournament. Make it an All-Star
MLS
tournament.
All-Stars.
We are so American.
They would drop 12.
No. He's saying the MLS All-Star version of each league.
Of each
Okay.
plays.
So if each league put an All-Star team together,
See, but it wouldn't mesh well, 'cause they don't play together. They wouldn't have a system.
All of us put
Yeah.
together our best.
just let Wayne Rooney run a couple of practices in front of the Capitol building, and you should be fine.
That'll do it.
Exactly. My man went from coaching the All-Star team for the MLS to relegated,
Yes.
all in a 6-month period of time. Well, we'll say 8 months, but yeah.
I got no love for Birmingham, so it doesn't bother me very much. But and I got no love for Rooney either. I do respect him.
It's United, so
I do respect him, but damn, that's rough, bro. Oh my goodness gracious.
like,
Well,
Frank
yeah.
wasn't even that bad.
There it is.
No. Yeah. But on that note, wrap it up with a nice little jab at Wayne Rooney, because who doesn't love that?
That's
But
true. Sure.
yeah, man, I'm pumped. It's going to be an interesting weekend. At least we're starting with the disappointment. Man City Fulham at 7:30 on Saturday.
Yep.
So we're just
Get it
getting
out
that
the
out of the way,
Get it
right out
the
the
way.
rip. And then
I got a
but
question.
what's going to be even crazier is if Fulham get the points or a point, whatever. I'm going to be so nervous for 24 hours. I'm just going to be like.
So I got a question for you. Say Man City wins 5-0. What does Arsenal have to do at that point against United? Like,
5-0.
does that put pressure on you at that point?
Yes, 100%.
Because you're one goal up at that point.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. It really does. Every time we've had it in our hands, we've shit the bed. So we had it in our hands for one bright, shining moment, and then we decided to not show up against Villa in the first half and just.
Which is just shocking. Absolutely shocking. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know.
So yes, if it's in our hands, it's going to be
6
lot
is
of
still
pressure.
a lot. So I mean, you have, but if they go put a 4 or a 5 on Fulham, I mean,
yeah. But when we put 10 past United,
there you
it
go.
ain't going to be a problem. I'm
And
not
then
worried
they
about
drop
goal
6
difference.
on Spurs.
We had Everton, bro. We had Everton on the last day. We're gonna wreck them.
Who do they?
We might score another 8 or 9 goals this season.
They have
Easy.
West Ham on the last day. They might put 8.
They might put 8 past. Yeah, bro.
City goes and scores like 20 goals in the next 3 matches.
Well, all they have to do would be to win all the games.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. They don't need goal difference. Arsenal do. If City draw, Arsenal need goal difference to win.
Yeah,
But City just have to win.
yeah.
If City
They can get
lose,
to 91 and you can get to 89. So,
if
yeah.
City lose, we'll win by a point. But if City draw, we can win on goal difference.
Oh, that.
Bro,
That-
if they dropped a point to 2 points at Spurs and we're going into the final day drawing and it's just Man City 1-0, Arsenal 1-0. Man City 2-0, Arsenal 2-0.
Everybody's
And then
phoning it in.
yeah,
Everyone's phoning it in.
And then Man City hits like a 7th goal and tie it up on goal difference, and it's like we would actually win. If it's tied on goal difference, Arsenal would win. We've got head-to-head. We've got goals for.
You have better
Goals against. All of our metrics are better, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
we have the head-to-head matchup.
It would be close to the same goals for. You're only one up on them goals for. Now, goals against.
Oh, yeah. If they closed the goal difference, they would probably have more goals for.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we still have head-to-head. Is that before goals for?
I don't know. I need to look.
I don't remember.
But yeah, can you imagine? It's like, okay.
Has to be a shootout on the last day.
Comes down to the last day. City needs to win, of course. Arsenal needs a win and a City draw. And you're both just scoring left and right. And, like, you just see Arsenal just getting frustrated. You're like, we're going to put 10 past them because somehow City's going to drop a point today.
I think it'd be crazier if it goes into the final day tied.
Yeah.
Tied. And Arsenal can win on goal difference on the final day. And it's just West Ham and Everton just get pumped. Just both of them just get demoralized.
You're going to get absolutely.
They check at halftime. It's like Arsenal's 5, City 6. And Arsenal's like, okay, we got to score 8 this half.
We got to score 4 more goals. How crazy would that be on the final day? Arsenal win the league by 1 goal because we win 8-0 and City wins 7-0 and we won the league by 1 goal.
Oh, you'd love that.
I would flip my dude. I don't care if we win the league by a toenail, by a half a point, by a half a goal, by a half a piece of the net, by a half a goalie glove. I don't give a rat's whatever, man. I don't care, dude. How we do it. I don't care. I don't care if we con the ref for 17 Kai Havertz dive penalties. I don't give a if we
my man, we need to talk about him getting out of the pool because he's
he ain't coming out the pool, bro. He's been doing it all season.
He's
doing it all season long, bro.
That one last weekend, I'm like, Kai.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here for the review.
I wasn't. Kai, really, buddy?
Oh, clear simulation.
Like, really, buddy?
Clear simulation. like I don't. If the whole clear and obvious thing from VAR, if you look at that and can't say that that's not clear and obvious,
like, I mean, Connor got carded for worse than that this year.
Yeah, man. I don't know. But clearly and obviously, we have run out of time. It's been a wonderful evening, and it's going to be a wonderful weekend, I'm hoping, in the Premier League. But, of course, if you're as excited as we are, go ahead and smash up the likes on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are, of course, on the way to the magical 1,000 and get the notification bell on. You already know. Once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and you will see us next time.